welcome to, I forgot, what's my name? Welcome to another Xavier BronxHalo Fernandez video. You ever watch those Genius Annotation videos? This is basically one of those videos for Westbrook's story. I'm wearing a Lakers shirt in this video because Westbrook plays for the Lakers right now. Join me, gang, if you haven't already. Listen to Westbrook's story, not Planet Meats, Westbrook's story, but I'm going to keep promoting Planet Meats because it's my favorite song. Now to the video. Westbrook's story is the second track on Weller Mixtape. That was the thing I'd released on March 4th, 2022, one day before I disappeared. I should have disappeared for longer in my opinion, but it is what it is. I wrote the entire Westbrook story track in 1 hour on February 12th, 2022. It interpolates Miles Monday's How It Is, which appears on NBA 2K21, and Bishop Neru's Driftin', appearing on 2K19, because NBA 2K soundtracks influenced my music career a lot. I think Westbrook's story is my best written song to date. Or it's one of them. Planet Me's Part 2 is also up there, but this is one of my top 3 best written songs. The song has multiple meanings. In this song, I compare myself to Russell Westbrook. This song references Russell Westbrook's career with the OKC Thunder mainly, which is why the lyric video appears in orange and blue. The song is about Russell Westbrook's 2017 MVP season and how I wanted to have a similar story. I did. It took a while, but I did. If you watched my video on Friday about February 4, 2022, this song was actually written about that event, February 4, 2022, when Dennis and Elkanor became moderators. This song is more to Dennis. It compares Kevin Durant to Dennis, BronxHalo to Russell Westbrook. This song also replaced another song of Weller Mixtape that was going to use instrumental. It was Cardi and Maybelline Buddy. It was going to use this instrumental, but I never written it. I scrapped it and decided to make Westbrook's story instead. And Liberty Bibbity Car Insurance also got scrapped, but this song was added. So if you are assuming you haven't watched the February 4, 2022 video, which go watch it. But what happened is that 2 friends of mine, Dennis and Elkanor, turned into the dark side and became moderator. Dennis, who was previously referenced in Moderator Madness, his name was Dirty Dan in that song though. He's one of the best motor racists of all time. He was my best teammate. In the 2016 NBA offseason, Kevin Durant would leave Russell Westbrook at the Oklahoma City Thunder to join the rivaling Golden State Warriors. The Oklahoma City Thunder previously blew a 3-1 playoff series lead to the Golden State Warriors right before this in the 2016 NBA playoff. The Golden State Warriors also put up a legendary season, finishing off with a 73-9 record, the best in NBA history. Everybody in the NBA saw this as a pussy move from Kevin Durant. After this, Russell Westbrook would go on to win the MVP award in 2016-17, right after averaging legendary triple-double numbers and carrying his poorly built OKC team to the playoffs. They didn't do that much in the playoffs because it was a poorly built OKC team. I believe this is my best written track due to the February 4th, 2022 situation was explained very anonymously here. It sounds like Westbrook to Durant here, but instead it's really BronxHalo to Dennis. The beat was made in October 2021 with no plans for use. It was unknown whether it would appear on Weller Mixtape, I said it was in me city or not be used at all. Many concepts were attached to it, but they were all scrapped and later turned into Westbrook's story. In this song, I say that I'll have an MVP season of my own in all YouTube music and motor racism, despite the shorthandedness I had on my side. And that was my Westbrook story. But here's the lyrics. Here's the actual bread and butter of the song. I'm on the Weller Mixtape having a lot of fun, putting MVP numbers up like 17 rusts. I got love for some people like it, giving no trust. Since I followed us to go run around like they number one. Don't try to act like a superstar when you coming off the bench. I never fit in the crowds. The top performer for them. I'm from the Bronx, but I've been in me city doing business repetitious. I see many homies staying with the fishes. Don't try to act like a superstar when you coming off the bench. That's a reference to a Drake tweet from 2013. And it's also on his song Tuscan Leather. He tweeted out, bench players talk like starters. I hate it. I agree with him. Also, would say later, I'm from the Bronx, but I've been in me city doing business. I was born in the Bronx, New York. Obviously, as you can see from my name, it's common knowledge. But I've been in me city doing business. That references the album intended to release after Weller Mixtape. I said it was in me city. I see many homies saying what the fishes is really a solo mission. It's getting ridiculous. That one's the first reference to February 4, 2022. The homies will be Dennis and Elkanor in this situation. The fishes will be the moderators in this situation. It's really a solo mission. It's getting ridiculous. That's when I had the realization that motor racism was truly a solo mission you're doing alone on February 4, 2022. It was getting ridiculous. I've seen things get ugly, but now they're just hideous. Gotta thank God for Lydia. I know she won't fail me because his teammates in the playoffs, you know they're gonna sell you. Fresh Poo went down, fire all of the town. I caught the Dougie like, what we gonna do right now? She gave me Montero Road, a place that rated no clowns. I got to work on the soap. Gotta make the people proud. Gotta thank God for Lydia. I know she won't fail me because the teammates in the playoffs, you know they're gonna sell you. Lydia is Miss Duck, the old goddess. We all know. She was mentioned various times in the soap, primarily on the song Over the God. Lydia will always be on Xavier's side. But will Kevin Durant, will KD always be on Westbrook's side? Kevin Durant shot horribly in Game 5 and Game 6, times where he was needed the most. He was actually needed the most in Game 7, but we wouldn't need a Game 7 if you just did good in Game 5 and Game 6. When Fesher Pooh went down 5 rounds in town, I cried exactly like what we're going to do right now. So, April 3, 2021, Professional server deleted. I'm not going to tell you why I got deleted. That was a huge loss and not an enjoyable day. On that day, I'll cry in the DMs, talk about Fesher Pooh server is gone. Miss Duck invited me to Theodore Montero server. It was called Theo Monte's Dojo, but I just call it Theodore Montero. It has a great community, and I even wrote a song about Theodore Montero, although I've never released it, but I do plan to release it. She gave me Montero, a place that ain't no clowns. I got to work on the soap. We got to make the people proud. I already told you about Theodore Montero. I didn't directly start working on the soap because Pooh Fetcher server got deleted. The soap was in concept since 2019, and it started getting worked on heavily February 2021. But I started making most of the beats, like the soap and Meet the Halos. Those were made April 2021, and you know it's gonna be a hit. And don't ask me to do no Sonic Motor Racist. I'm really getting sick of it, but I ain't retiring. I'm gonna come back and do my MVP season. What's my story for a reason? Don't ask me to do no song that's Motor Racist. I'm really getting sick of it. I announced my retirement from motor racism music, or songs about moderators, or the M2IT server, or Discord in general, although there's a few tracks about Discord on ABMC. I announced my retirement for that on February 8, 2022, or somewhere close to that. It's because I don't enjoy making songs about motor racism, Discord trolling, and stuff like that. I don't want it to be in my discography. And additionally, M2IT don't deserve the clout from being in my songs. They could be in my videos, just not in my songs. And I also removed those 2 songs about motor racism or the M2IT server from my lyrics tape. Now, there was an instrumental break between verse 1 and verse 2. What was actually supposed to happen is that I wrote an entire hook for that part, but I forgot to record it, and then it didn't end up in the song. But now, here we get to verse 2. Verse 2 is the juicy part of the song, the bread and the butters. Lost to the Robs and I gotta show them to a lead you was blowing. That's the image you could show them, and you know we would have won if we had better teammates. That's just the way it is. We were carrying. It's hard to be the only 2 on a squad you win. Since others with it, they're way too inconsistent, or they get traded and leave, and that is permanent. Others guys had us a number by like 11. This is a reference to KD's lackluster shooting performance in the 2016 NBA Western Conference Finals, causing the OKC Thunder to choke a 3-1 lead series to the Golden State Warriors. KD will join the Golden State Warriors right after this happened. Now, I don't know if Dennis lost to a moderator before turning into one. I wouldn't be surprised if he did, though. And you know he would have won if we had better teammates. That's just the way it is. We were carrying. So aside from Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, the 2016 Oklahoma City Thunder roster didn't have that much talent on it. There's also a reason for the shortcomings in the playoffs that year. And also, aside from Dennis and Xavier, there wasn't really any good motor racists on the server, which was a result of the shortcomings. Although I can do that, I can do motor racism alone against most moderators, not all of them, but against most of them. And it's hard to be the only 2 on a squad you win, since others with their they're way too inconsistent, or they get traded and leave, and that is permanent. Other guys had us a number by like 11. So get traded and leave, and that is permanent. Every time there was somebody good in OKC, they got traded. Prime example, James Harden. And there was this one good motor racist on the M2IT server named the Box Gray. Got banned December 2021 before season 2 of M2IT started, or right when it started, so we couldn't do that much. Anniversary of the first day we ran stuff together. You drums the one we hate, had to block you forever. Don't ask to be friends again, you surrendered the connection. Went to the other side, thinking it's gonna be better. Once I'm back, I put up stats on my competition, go on that time. I'm trying to carry this team. Man, they're bad, but I'm the man like that. We gon' get first seed. Then I finish off a champion, beat the emotional lesbians, DeMarcus. Anniversary of the first day we ran stuff together. You drums the one we hate, had to block you forever. I discussed this on my February 4, 2022 video. February 4, 2022 was 1 year after February 4, 2021. That was when Dennis, BronxHalo, and Box Gray would revolutionize motor racism on the M2IT server. On the 1 year anniversary of that, Dennis was turned into a moderator, joined the ones we hate, moderators. After this, I blocked Dennis forever. He's never gonna get unblocked. Once I'm back, I put up stats on my competition, go on that side. My time to carry this team, man, they're bad, but I'm the man like that. That's for 20. Russell Westbrook had to carry the OKC in 2017. I had to carry the motor racists in February. But we gonna get first seed. Then I finished off a champion, beat emotional lesbians DeMarcus. I got first seed. I finished off a champion. Russell Westbrook didn't. Beat them emotional lesbians DeMarcus is a reference to NBA player DeMarcus Cousins. There was a tweet where somebody called him an emotional lesbian. Mr. Solo Dola, I won't stress about no bozos. When I return, you know I'm a put up triple doubles. Resting you know she my visual a depot lady yells large and hot, so I call it Steven Adams. You got Draymond, they know how they get them stills, so I posted a bill. Since Melo and George, they don't know the deal. Hard and we were doing good until we had the breakout. I'm not even gonna talk about the LA Lakers. When I return, you know I'm gonna put up triple doubles. Westbrook averaged a triple double in the 2017 MVP season. We already know that. Rice Cake, you know she my Victor Oladipo. Victor Oladipo in the 2017 NBA season was Westbrook's second best teammate, although he wasn't that good. Rice Cake is my favorite person on the MCYT server. Not that good at motor racism, or not as good as BronxHalo and Dennis at least. You got Draymond, they know how to get them steals, so I posted a bill. Since Melo and George, they don't know the deal. How did we were doing good until we had the breakout? I'm not even going to talk about the LA Lakers. Draymond Green, a teammate of Kevin Durant on the Golden State Warriors. It was a defensive player of the year back then. So I posted a bill. That's a direct reference to Discord again. Most Discord friends of me during this time know a lot about the emoji that I'm about to show you. Not on my watch. I even released a song about it on the bonus edition of the soap. Bradley Beal is a player on the not on my watch emoji. And he was Russell Westbrook's teammate during the 2021 NBA season on the Washington Wizards. Melo and George, they don't know the deal. How did we were doing good till we had the breakout. I'm not even going to talk about the LA Lakers. In the 2018 OKC season, Carmelo Anthony and Paul George would join OKC with Russell Westbrook. They did shit that year, and it's a year I do not like to remember as an OKC fan. They don't know the deal. Harden, we were doing good until we had the breakout. The Houston Rockets were doing really good for a while in the 2019 to 20 NBA season, but coronavirus came around, and then they came back in the bubble, did ass. I'm not even going to talk about the LA Lakers. So Russell Westbrook was on the Los Angeles Lakers in the 2022 season. He did not do good. I'm not going to talk about the LA Lakers. And then we got the last bar of the song, the most important one. Fans want songs and motivators, but I hate it. Talk about the Lord is getting good, but I don't really care. It's not my career. Not this year. I'm only making real music to put inside your ears. MM was the most used on the soap, but that's not how it goes. It's about, don't get me wrong, but it should come to a stop. I'll turn it to a ghost and I'll return at doing MVP numbers. That's a Westbrook story. So fans want songs and motivators, but I hate it. Talk about the Lord is getting good, but I don't really care. When I announced my retirement from motor races to music in February 2022, a lot of fans did not like that decision. One fan DM'd me talking about, no, the Lord is just getting good. By that, I'm pretty sure they were talking about Dennis becoming a moderator, which that's not song-worthy. I did write a song about it, but is Dennis mentioned once? Is the word moderator even said once? No. Well, this line has the word moderator in it, but in a different context. That's not my career. Not this year. I'm only making real music to put inside your ears. I don't want to be known as a Discord rapper, bro. And also, I do not want the damn, what is it called? I don't want the motor racism, the MCYT server, in my discography. Moderator Madness is the last you're getting of it. MM was the most used on the soap, but that's not how it goes. It's about, don't get me wrong, but it should come to a stop. I'll turn it to a ghost and I'll return. I'm doing MVP numbers. That's a Westbrook story. Moderator Madness is MM. It has the most views on the soap, but Planet Me's might pass it soon. And Shadow Flow also got more views than it, primarily because it released in 2019. It's a bop, don't get me wrong. I really like how Moderator Madness sounds. It's a bop, don't get me wrong, but it should come to a stop. What that means is that I'm not going to be uploading any other songs like Moderator Madness in terms of lyrical content, or I talk about my motor racist travels. That's for the music videos, not for the songs. I'll turn it to a ghost and I'll return. I'm doing MVP numbers. That's my Westbrook story. That is a direct reference to when I left forever. I left all social medias on March 5th, aside from YouTube. Many people were wondering where I was at. I already told y'all where I was at in another video. But when I return, I'm doing MVP numbers. That's a Westbrook story. I returned, I'm doing MVP numbers. Although, in terms of motor racism, I think I did pretty good in May 2022. Everywhere else, I didn't start doing MVP numbers till July 2022. But I came back, and that was my Westbrook story. That's the Westbrook story by BronxHalo, Genius interview, explain Genius annotations. Go listen to Westbrook story in the description, and along with Planet Meats, because I like that song. Go join Me Gang, and that's it for this video.